Hello everyone, this is Mary DeMuth and this is Pray Every Day, where I pray through the Bible verse by verse, taking verses for the next couple weeks out of the 7 deadly friendships and ultimately from the Bible. We are in John chapter 2, verses 23 through 25 in the Common English Bible, the CEB. It says this: While Jesus was in Jerusalem for the Passover Festival, many believed in his name because they saw the miraculous signs that he did. But Jesus didn't trust himself to them because he knew all people. He didn't need anyone to tell him about human nature, for he knew what human nature was. Mind if I pray for you? Lord, thank you for reminding us of this essential truth to life, that really, when we get down to it, although you ask us to trust people, and it's hard to do, ultimately, we cannot put the full weight of our trust in another human being, because they will let us down. They will hurt us. They will not be you. And so, Lord, teach us that dichotomy and that balance between cynicism and trusting zero people versus the right amount of trust in learning to be cautiously trusting, versus blind trust where we just run ripshod into people's lives and trust them implicitly without them ever demonstrating their trustworthiness. Somewhere along the continuum there is a balance, and I pray for that balance because I know that there are folks out there who have been hurt so many times, and they have created that fortress around their heart, and they have succeeded in not being hurt anymore, but they also don't have life, because life involves people and love involves people. And I don't know about you, but I need a hug sometimes. So Lord, teach us not to put a fortress around our heart, but a fence, so that we could have a gate where safe people could come in and out. And that doesn't mean that we're going to prevent people who are untrustworthy from ever coming in. It's going to happen. We live in a fallen world and we are a fallen people. Nor does it mean that, there are times, Lord, when I am certainly not trustworthy. I let people down, and I ask for your forgiveness. That's a super general ask for your forgiveness, but right now, If there is something specific, Lord, remind me, and I will ask for specific forgiveness. But today, as I'm in my office, it's just me and the dog in the house, and so there's hardly any time to, break her trust. She's not a human. So anyway, Lord, I digress. Teach us to understand what the truth of this verse is, that ultimately, we place our trust in you. You are trustworthy. And I know there are people out there that are like, yeah, but God let me down. You don't understand. He did this, or he didn't do that, or he didn't prevent this. And I so get that. I understand it. And there have been times where I have said those exact same things, and I still do. And Lord, you are a mystery. We don't know everything about you. We can't understand our own stories from beginning to end, but you do. We don't understand why bad things happen to good people. But Lord, I pray for a robust theology of trust in you, trust in your power, trust in your eternality, if that's a word, to trust in your work on our behalf, and to trust the plan. And Lord, that takes a certain amount of surrender. And it takes a certain amount of believing that you want what is ultimately best for us. And so, Lord, I don't understand that all the times. And, as I've been just really hurt recently by just what's going on out there in the world in terms of sexual abuse and my own story, and as I cried yesterday about it, remembering some pretty intense things about my own, what I've gone through, I still know you're faithful. I still know you're trustworthy. And it is a choice that I make to believe this. And, Lord, I'm just going to lift up those people who are hurting today, because I'm in that tender place too. And I pray that I thank you that their pain is not too big for your shoulders, that you already know our questions about justice. You already know our frustration and our pain. And so would you just carry it today? Would you just hold it? Would you hold our pain? Would you send some caregivers into our lives, some people who would just bear the weight of some of that pain? I trust you for that now, and I pray these things in Jesus' powerful name. Amen. I hope you have an amazing day, and sorry for the quivering voice, but I just really believe that even when I'm at my lowest and even when things are difficult, the Lord is still faithful and He is trustworthy.